on Twitch. Let's see if Discord does the bot that it's supposed to. Let's find out. It has not yet, but hello, everybody. I am gonna put in everyone going forward our live streams.
Do you need the stream link for the thing?
No, I have it.
Send it to you?
I have it. I'm watching it on my Xbox, and I've got it actually. We're gonna attempt this because we're on Twitch, so they're not gonna really shut a stream down on Twitch. Usually, I've got a watermark over it, and
see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Be on Twitch, and we are live now. The Super Mario Bros. Trailer. Come hang out. HTTP.
All right.
Hey, it worked. There's the live notification. Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Here you go.
I'll put it. Dun dun dun. Let's see if people show up. Bum bum bum.
Woohoo!
Yahoo!
Starts in just a few minutes or a couple minutes. Mario is coming to steal your liver. Mario will become real. Where's Gino? That's actually funny.
Are you looking at the chat?
Frozen time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, read it off because I have it on, so I'm not looking at that chat.
Wario Land. Mario is real. Among Us 64. The one. Why the fuck is people bring up One Piece? The One Piece is real. I don't understand why a lot of people bring up One Piece. It's a me, Mario. Do the Mario. Swing your. Oh no, I just added on that other part. Oh, somebody actually did say that. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go. Let's do the Mario. I don't understand why so many people are saying the One Piece. I don't understand this One Piece is real. Mario Souls win. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute. Rickroll. There's some hype. Somebody brought up Pikmin 4. That's hilarious.
Oh, there's Patrick in the chat. I'll be back after the trailer airs on the official feed. Papagino's One Piece
1 minute
Odyssey is coming out. Hey, and there's Matthew in the chat. All right.
What were we saying in between the two?
Patrick.
And okay, I thought I said something after that. Before we saw.
He said no in our chat. Patrick said Papagino's, and then One Piece Odyssey is coming out soon. And then I'll be back after the trailer airs on the official feed. And then I said, Matthew.
Papagino's is a YouTuber. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. He's a weird one, that Patrick. He's a weird one.
Like, I actually have no idea what he's talking about there. Like,
it's starting.
That's the guy who. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, no, it is. Okay.
And the tweet went out. Excellent. Oh, let's hear Miyamoto.
The first trailer for the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, there we go.
Movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being
all right. We're gonna finally see the trailer.
Hello, New York Comic Con.
Oh, it's New York Comic Con right now? That this week?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it just started today.
Oh, yeah, it's Thursday, isn't it?
around the
There
world.
it is.
Ah, that's why they're doing
I know, it's been a
this.
fast one.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Finally, the world of Super Mario Brothers will become.
Alright.
We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by.
Illumination. We'll see how that goes.
Figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters and world. Now, I'd like to hear from Chris-san, my good friend and great partner for the movie.
Son.
Let's bring him in. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. I am speaking on behalf of our directors, Michael
Chris.
Jelly, Aaron Horvath, and the entire Illumination crew of artists when I tell you that producing the Super Mario Brothers movie with you and your team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege.
Because it's way better than the one we made back the day.
And they're bringing of their talent to this film every day. Next week, we complete animation.
I'm intrigued.
Deep into lighting and compositing.
Complete animation. So what are we gonna see on the? How little are we gonna see in the trailer? He said
We'll see.
they're finishing up animation. So that means I'm guessing most of the film is animated, and that some of it it still needs to be finished.
Well,
so.
probably means they have the bulk made.
Yeah, that's exactly,
animation-wise.
yes. Because there's no way they could finish all of it in a week.
Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con. Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Oh, they're going to show cast. All right. Here we go.
I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
And Matthew said he saw the original Mario in theaters.
And made this
Hey, when I was a kid, I loved that
never watched
movie,
that
but it
old
was
one.
terrible.
I've never.
You've never watched it? Oh, before this one comes out, we'll do that as our watch party.
Koopas in the original Mario Brothers arcade game at my local laundromat.
His local laundromat?
I played that, I mean, maybe years of my life.
Okay, you're a couple seconds ahead of me.
Okay, well, that's not my fault.
Speak to the man who created
That YouTube won't let me go any farther. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's an honor to work alongside.
I mean, I can pause it for a second.
Dream of mine to become Mario.
Do whatever you want to do. I don't care.
That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge.
You said laundromat, and then he said laundromat, like right after.
I must face
Ah. Okay, so it's literally, yeah, like a millisecond.
every great hero needs a diabolical enemy, and
Oh,
I promise you, I could not have
who's Bowser again? I forget who's Bowser.
of the Koopas, Bowser,
Jack Black.
Oh, that's right.
and my friend, the great, hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me. While you've been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all the stupid muscle I packed.
What? Is that a Ninja Turtle-ish shirt?
Idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire?
I don't think so.
Go learn it from Gene Simmons.
But I don't know what the hell that shirt is either.
All this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud to have been able to collaborate with you and Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire Nintendo and Illumination team on this cinematic experience. One that will make its mark on Mario fandom forever. Much love. Peace out.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san. All right then. Thank you all for waiting. Let's press the start button.
Yes, here we go. Trailer time.
All right, here we go.
Oh! Okay.
Oh, fire, I think. What was that?
Interest. Oh!
Lots
Oh! What in the...
of, was that the air? No, that's not an airship.
No, that is not an airship. Well, oh, that's the floating island thing that he has. That's World 8 in Mario 3.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, this is...
That's really cool.
Yeah, already.
This animation is top tier. Already.
Look at the lighting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this entry's great.
Yes!
Oh, the
The
penguin.
penguin world! They're attacking the penguin! This is awesome! Do you yield?
I do not.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn! Well then!
Dang.
Oh!
Dude. Oh.
Oh, man. That's gotta hurt.
Here's the moment. We're
Yep.
gonna hear what he sounds like.
Here it is. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Huh. Interesting. That's all we get for the voice right now. Okay. Oh, Luigi, Charlie Day.
Charlie Day's playing. Yep, Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to thank all of you for being part of this moment.
April 7th.
We're excited
We got a
to
date.
see even more footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to
Huh.
it too. What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches. I hope you're looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters. You'll get to see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen. Look closely and you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for today. We'll see you next spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
All right, then.
Huh. So, it was very interesting.
Yes. Very, very interesting.
I will say I kind of already have like one little gripe about it.
Okay.
And this is probably just a little bit of like a personal thing,
Okay.
and just not being used to it with how often I see Bowser animated in the games.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like his face moves around way too much when talking.
Oh, wow. That is a really tiny grape. That is a
If you-
tiny ass grape.
Like, it just doesn't
Like,
seem
what?
how much his like facial expressions are. It just seems weird to me. With
You know
his,
why, though? Think
he-
about who's playing him.
No, I know. I understand.
And
that.
so that's mocap, probably. And so think about how much Jack Black's face moves when he acts, anyway. And so that's probably completely emulating Jack Black. Because, come on, I mean, Bowser's form is exactly Jack Black's form. They've got the same body shape. So,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not as bad now after like looking back through it as I was first seeing it because like it just not something I'm used to seeing with how like characters kind of like more still in the games.
Sure.
Seeing them talk now. But
Yeah.
like whenever you do get those animated scenes, you don't see Bowser move his mouth in that sort of way.
No, but
I really like what I saw with Bowser feeling intimidated with all the Koopas. They were great.
yeah, I'm gonna put it back on.
The Mushroom Land looks absolutely.
I mean,
that looks great.
it looks like
This
it's got
thing's,
ray
like, fantastic.
tracing and everything. So I'm gonna put the trailer back on in the background. Hold on, Patrick. I'll get to you. Slow the fuck down. Fucking hell, man. If you want to talk about it this much, you shouldn't be at fucking work. You should be here. Thought you. So yeah, I mean the lighting was fantastic. This wasn't 45 minutes long, was it?
They started the stream at 3:30 my time.
Ah, that's why. Why is it? Oh, it's still processing. I can't even put it back on yet.
Oh, really? Because of clicking off of it or something? Okay.
Yeah, like I'm trying to go back into it and I'm getting a spinny wheel.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's very weird.
I'm still in it, so I was just looking.
Rewinding. Yeah, sure. I understand that. But it was more for people on the when I end up putting it on YouTube. So Patrick has a million things to say.
All right. Do you have anything you want to say before it becomes all about Patrick?
Well, the lighting looks beautiful. I'm not sure about his voice. I was very worried when he first said, like he first spoke.
Yeah.
And then it kind of sounded like it fixed it, like he put a little more of an accent on when he started talking when they zoomed out. So I'm worried about the voice.
Yeah, I agree.
Jack Black, I think, is going to steal the show.
Probably.
I think Bowser is going to be the star of the show. I'm very excited to see what they do story-wise. I'm guessing that Mario jumping in like that is not where we start meeting Mario. So I'm guessing we see how he gets there. Because he goes, what the hell is this? I don't think they're just going to throw him in there and have us be like,
So maybe they're going to keep with his true plumber
yes,
origin.
I hope so. I hope so. I really do. If they don't, I'm going to be very upset if they screwed that up.
You're making me want to go to play Mario 3 because of you bringing that up. With the island and all that.
See if the one from the UK one works. Yes, it does. Okay. Go back to the trailer. Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait.
But yeah.
I mean, it's... Oh, there we go. They had like a full...
Yeah, what I see here, I'm actually really looking forward to. I think the environments capture the feel of the Mario world. Great.
I agree. That like that first opening scene.
Even though we've only seen 3 things so far, they all look fantastic.
I mean, this opening right here just gets me hyped for it. Like, look at that lighting. Look at the animation. Look at the way it all blends together and looks almost real. You know, I mean, we're still not at that point, obviously. You know, I remember, you know, back in my day, you know, playing games on like N64, you know, like sports games especially, you're always like, oh my God, it looks so real. Now you go back and look at it and it's the worst thing ever. But then the same thing will happen now. We look at it now and go, oh my God, that's so real. But, you know, in 20 years, we're going to be like, oh, you know, wow, that was crap. You know, so, yeah, the technology that they're using looks really, really good. I'm really excited for the different characters we are going to meet. I'm hoping that these like little like visiting the Penguin Kingdom and stuff like that it's not just some sort of montage, and it's actually part of the movie where Mario is chasing them. And maybe, you know, we see like maybe this is the first one and they show this in the opening, but I hope then we go to other worlds as Mario's, you know, trying to do whatever. And obviously Peach has to get kidnapped at some point. So
absolutely.
And we didn't see Peach.
It's going to be really interesting to see them having a flow of trying to be able to go explore a lot of different worlds while being able to have each one actually part of the plot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of worlds in Mario and not a lot of time for a movie. What are you going to make this a 3-hour movie? No one's going to sit through a 3-hour animated movie.
You got to think it'll be 2 hours max.
Max. No more. If not, hour 45. I could see 2 hours though. But you're right, max 2 hours. And so like, how much can you cram into there? And all right, then I know they're trying to possibly go for a whole like Nintendo verse, essentially, possibly after this movie. So we'll see what happens.
I absolutely hope it succeeds. I'm liking what I'm seeing. It definitely has me more excited than not seeing a poster. And I mean, like the poster, I could already kind of tell. It seemed like the poster itself seemed to capture a good feel of the world, and I know people have dissected that poster a lot with all sorts of Easter eggs that they've put in. So if they're putting in all that effort into just a single poster, and by how they've been talking about just introducing the movie, it sounds like they put in a lot of Easter eggs in places for us to all find.
Yeah.
And it could be really cool. All sorts of stuff that they're going to have. You know, most likely the references from the very first Mario game all the way to Odyssey.
Yeah, and I got an Odyssey feel, honestly, from the poster. But from like this, I'm looking at. I've got this last scene where they're jumping down the mushrooms. This gives me a more like Mario feel than the poster does.
Absolutely.
I mean, this looks
all the mushrooms in the castle and all
incredible.
It does.
Incredible. So, all right, let me get to Patrick's million questions. Holy crap!
Million. All right, one at a time.
Yeah. So this one's for you. Yes, I am. This one's for Spencer specifically from Patrick. So is that supposed to be Grumble Volcano?
What is he talking about?
I don't know. Patrick, you're going to have to elaborate on that. Okay. Elaborate further down on the question then. Where you're talking about. What part?
Because there's the Ice Penguin Kingdom. That's obviously a reference to like the Ice World, right?
Yes.
And
then there's Bowser's Floating Island World.
You know, we've seen all sorts of penguins like this before in Mario.
Yep.
I specifically remember encountering them a lot in the Mario Wii whenever I played a lot of Mario.
I remember. Yes.
I remember
there's that ice world.
Whenever I was like 7 years old.
Galaxy's had a nice ice world as well.
I think.
Yeah.
Wait, did it? What did it?
One of them. I remember a 3D one having an ice world. But anyway.
But then we obviously had Mushroom Kingdom second.
Yep, and then
I'm not quite sure what the third one is with Luigi running into this castle.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Come on. You know what that is.
I'm sure I do. I just haven't.
It's the Haunted Mansion, man.
That looks more Bowser. That's more Bowser's like castle, like the end of a world castle you'd find. Is what it looks like. Because that's not a haunted. Bowser's flag is up on there, and that's like the sort of fortress that you'd see, at like the end of a world.
All right, I need to find this.
But if you're asking, this place is Grumble Volcano. You know what this place probably is? This is probably on top of Bowser's Island.
Where are you talking about? Which scene?
At the very end.
Oh, at the very end? Okay, let me.
Where Luigi's running away, you see him running towards a keep. If you pause it, so you see all the names pop up.
Yep.
Luigi's running away.
Yep.
As soon as you pause it, look at that castle.
I see. Yeah. Yep. I
think
like, that.
Here's the thing: is like Luigi's like mansion is so big, like that'd be like a spin-off movie on its own, and that would work as a great spin-off movie.
True.
This is something that would get enough traction off the ground.
Yeah, let me get it paused right.
You know, like I think that'd be a fantastic like kids Halloween movie. You know, because you don't see like how many like Halloween movies nowadays do you see that are really family friendly? You know, so much stuff is just all about these killers and you know, crazy ghost phenomenons. You know, like Luigi's Mansion has always been like has been for a while now one of the top sort of like kid friendly like Halloween ghost sort of things, and I think that would make a fantastic movie.
Sure. Oh, he meant the giant floating Bowser volcano in the beginning. No, I think that's World 8 from Mario 3.
I never actually played much of Mario 3. I need to.
I think that's World 3. That's definitely not whatever your Grumble volcano.
Oh, If you look at that though, back at the beginning though, like the overview shot of it.
As a volcano.
Yeah, but like that's built into his fortress, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's not. No.
But if you see it, I don't see anywhere to where like that castle that I was saying that could be on top of it is really built into it. At least not overview. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah,
But
I
it
mean,
looks like
it's
a lot of
just so
mountainscapes
cool,
leading
though.
up to that. But it does look fantastic.
Yeah, I want to let it come
I do find
down.
it interesting. Like, whenever I first saw stuff, I was expecting like stuff falling from the sky. I wasn't expecting to see the giant island, essentially. I was expecting the airships.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I saw that, and I was like, oh shit.
That's really cool, though. I can see why he thinks so. That it's. I feel like that's World 8 in Mario.
No, like
3.
if you're right, like you could have a point there with all the different like lands, and you're kind of like it's making me want to go back to there and play it because you have to think like Mario 3 was arguably the first one to where it started like Mario 3 was like the
Yes.
first game before it really started expanding the world.
Well,
Mario was
2
just
had
simple.
some levels in it that expanded, but it wasn't like Mario 3 where you went to the different worlds. Correct.
Mario 2 expanded it, but not in like how do I want to say it? Like it wasn't meant to be a unique Mario game from the ground up. It was just another game that was reskinned to be a Mario game. And there's a whole other history behind that game. But Mario 3 was meant as like a whole new Mario game built from the ground up, meant to be Mario.
Yes, correct.
And I never really actually got like Mario 3 I honestly kind of just skipped over. I played all the way through the very first original one. And then I played most of World. I don't remember why I stopped, but I played most of World. And I've gone on and off from there. More to the 3D ones. But I will absolutely check out at least 3 before this movie.
All right. He didn't have other questions, but he has said the animators just recorded off of Jack's performance. A lot of animators have a camera recording even during voiceover recordings to use that as a tool.
Yeah,
that's
sense.
true. He said I didn't
Absolutely.
get mocap vibes. I mean,
no, that makes sense.
It makes sense, but I mean, with the face though. You know, you said that you saw the mouth moving a lot more than you would normally, and so you could have just done the face mocapped. I didn't think the whole body would be mocapped because I mean that's not that kind of movie.
Absolutely.
But the face could definitely to get his emotions because they've definitely done that for animated movies. And video games, of course.
Yeah.
And to get it to look that, man, like I wonder what engine they're using.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna turn off. I have a watermark over it. Like, just look at that. That's just beautiful. Just that overshot of the volcano, whatever it is, floating island next to the penguin's castle. Is just From a distance, it almost looks real. It
looks great.
Yeah. Patrick says, I love that they brought the blue penguins back from Mario 64. He said, I like Jack Black. Bowser, I was worried about that a bit when they cast him. Still can't wait to hear Charlie Day's Luigi. He will steal the movie. See, I think Jack Black's going to steal the movie because he always...
I think you're going to be right about that, but also for me being a big villain person and me like loving Bowser, like Bowser was the first ever villains I actually like got into, if not the first. And so that's something that I'm definitely very excited to see. I mean, I'm just excited for all of it, but seeing all the characters expanded for like an actual feature story is going to be cool.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of dynamic they give Luigi and Mario.
Absolutely,
because that's always a key. If they don't create a good dynamic, it's going to be a bad movie. And then it's weird.
Even though we heard no dialogue from Luigi, his motions of what we saw of him definitely very fit Luigi very much. I think they did a great job with the 5 seconds we saw of him.
Right. Toad
But
looks
that's just
cool
judging off
too.
of 5 seconds. It's
Toad
hard to
looks
say.
cool too. I love how he blended in. The dialogue's gonna be cool with Toad. He's gonna be a smart ass. Patrick says
That's
Keegan Michael
great.
Key's
I loved
Toad already has made a fan out of me. So there we go.
Yes, that was really cool.
And he also says the Mushroom Kingdom is modeled similarly to the Universal Studio Park expansion. Smart marketing, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, although the poster seems to do more of that, while like a lot of
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
the world that we saw didn't do that as much. Didn't emulate it as much, but which I'm glad. But the marketing, smart marketing to on the poster, yes. The giant floating Bowser volcano. Oh, we got to that. It looks like maybe the same engine they used for Sing 2. Okay.
I haven't seen Sing 2.
Neither have I.
I haven't seen the first one either.
Oh, I have seen the first one. Matthew Coburn says one of the kid family horror movies I watched as a kid, Mr. Boogedy and Bride of Boogedy, recently watched again on Disney Plus. Okay, random. Thank you, Matthew.
I was talking about popular kid movies.
That's right.
Not really much anymore.
That's right. Okay.
I mean, especially like horror stuff now, or not horror stuff, but like what kid spooky like stuff do you see anymore? I mean, take out Hocus Pocus 2 that we just got.
None.
But like other than that, what do we get? We get nothing.
Nothing. You're right. When I was a kid, we got a ton. When you were a kid, there wasn't much either. I mean, it's all the old stuff. Really.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you look at horror stuff, like the kids just start talking about like the more like mature stuff, zombies, Walking Dead, and other sorts of stuff. I can, even talk about killer icons just because of how big they are.
Yep. And hey, James Tyler in the chat. What's up? He says, hey guys, Charlie Day will be great as Luigi. Mario in the movie is just Chris Pratt. Well, that's what I'm worried about with the voice. With Chris Pratt,
the second line did sound better, as he said.
The first time he said, "What is this?" sounded just like Chris Pratt. The second line, though, sounded a little more Mario. So, I'm wondering if it's going to be a little more modern New York. Is what it seems like, which would make more sense than going full racist Italian.
I think it makes perfect sense to me. I mean, whatever it is, though, we're gonna have to give it a shot because it's not gonna be what we hear Mario in the games. Granted,
hear him not at all. But I mean, we are gonna get "It's a me, a Mario." I'm sure at one point.
Great.
But like, "It's a me, a Mario." I think it's gonna be more of like the modern, like New York tough guy accent.
I just want to hear his wahoo.
Woohoo!
That's what I hear. I want to hear Chris Pratt's wahoo.
Chris, it's a me, a Mario. Chris Pratt, 2021.
Wahoo.
Yeah, wahoo! 2023, actually. 2023. Patrick asks, will he swing his arms from side to side? Will he hit?
Will he jokes about that? That'd be hilarious.
Will he jump and punch a block? Woohoo! Woohoo!
That is hilarious.
Boing! Boing!
That would be hilarious if they think.
They gotta have some sort of like.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's animated, so we're gonna get probably a magic flower, or, a fire flower somehow in there. So it'll be interesting to see how they incorporate that.
You're absolutely gonna get fire flowers.
Maybe the raccoon tail, maybe. The frog suit, most likely.
You think we're getting the frog suit?
I think we'll get the frog suit. I think we'll get it underwater. Because that'll be one of the kingdoms Bowser will probably try and take. And you know what they're going to do with it. Chris Pratt, who is Star-Lord, and is a Marvel guy. If they go to the frog world, they're going to do some sort of thing to, like, mess with Aquaman. Just to, like, throw some shade. Maybe not, but I think it'd be funny if they did.
No, I don't think so.
You never know.
What I do, I do think Mario is going to beat like Bowser by using like a superstar. You remember how you get like those
Yes.
10-second superstars? I think that'll be like the way he beats him. It's by using one of those.
Yep. Oh, and here is the ultimate. Yes, Patrick's question is in theory is spot on. Will Sonic appear in a post-credit scene for a Mario and Sonic at the Olympics movie?
No. Wow.
Love it. That's fantastic. That's incredible. That's just
Good
an
luck getting that.
incredible idea. And then we better get. I mean, and you're all too young for this. I'm pretty sure everybody who's even watching right now is a Nintendo cereal and Super Mario Brothers cereal. Where it was a thing back in the day, and they had Legend of Zelda cereal and Mario cereal, and it was fantastic. Bring that back. Bring that back. And Patrick, I agree. A Nintendo and Sega crossover event movie would be huge.
Yeah, but that's
it's not something I could see happening. Yeah. I don't see it happening. Sonic's trying to create its own world. I like what Sonic's doing.
There's
and
two
live
massive
action
problems here with this. That's
action,
one of them.
Yeah.
Live action versus animated. The other problem here is that they're being distributed by and teamed up with two different companies. You're having a Universal Illumination with one.
Oh yeah, good point.
And Paramount with the other.
Yeah, that would definitely never work. And there was a Ghostbusters serial in the 80s as well. And James Tyler says, and then we'll have the animated Mario Bros. Versus the old live action Mario. Oh yeah, that movie, we don't count that movie. If anything, we'll have the animated movie versus the old animated show.
I like that show, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
With Captain Lou.
I remember watching a lot of that show. It was great.
Yep. Captain Lou Albano was the guy when they did the live action stuff, you know? The guy who played Mario during the live action stuff when they cut to the live action, like the beginning and the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's where I learned the seafood joke.
I remember that.
I learned the seafood joke from that show. You know what the seafood joke is, everybody?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I know it.
Yeah, you probably do. I'm on the seafood diet. Everything I see, I eat.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. It's the first time as a kid I ever heard that joke was from Captain Lou during the Mario show. So, yeah. Oh, and Patrick rebutting us. Universal made a deal for Hulk to be in the MCU. Sony made a Spider-Man cross-universe movie in the MCU happen. Never say never. But the issue is the live action. Like, I guess you could bring Mario then into live action later down the road, but you'd really have to build it.
Patrick does actually have a bigger point there than what you're addressing is Sonic is also having his own animated form come and get Netflix in December.
Oh, that's right.
So if they wanted to build up a separate Sonic, however, they'd have to do a separate Sonic to figure out a way to do that with Illumination. Is going to be the problem.
Do we know who's
there's so
doing
many different
that?
Sonics.
It's obviously not Paramount doing that animated show.
It's being streamed on Netflix, so it's some Netflix studio deal thing.
So it's a Netflix. Okay. Interesting. Well, we're now switching subjects here. So before we do switch subjects, let's give it out of 5.
5? Okay, yeah. I got the classic star system because it works with Mario
Yes.
stars. There you go.
Yes.
How many Mario stars do you rate the trailer?
Huh.
Uh,
Give it a 3.5 right now.
3.5.
Maybe even a 4. I'll go 4. I'll go 4 because of the lighting and the technology and how pretty it looks. We didn't see enough to give it a 5 or 4.5 even of the characters but we saw enough Bowser enough of the technology in the world and lighting to give it a 4.
I think you have a good point there. I was trying to debate in between 4 and 4.5, but I think I'm going to settle on 4 because 5 for the environment. Like I'd give it a full 5 stars just for the environment and
Sure.
everything we saw there. They looked absolutely amazing, capturing the essence of Mario all the way. Absolutely. So I completely agree on that part. That all that just looks phenomenal and just captures the feel of Mario. But you're right. We didn't see much characters at all, and that is what brings it down. Because that's what everyone wants to know about. It's the characters that we care for. The world's half of it. The characters the other half of where I'd give it a 3 overall. We saw a good bit of Bowser. I'm sold on Bowser. The line we saw of Toad was great. But we just didn't see really much Mario. We got 2 lines of him that weren't even that big.
And the first one was a disappointing one. Yeah.
Right. First one's concerning. The second one was a lot better. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't hear Luigi at all, but we saw Luigi. His motions were great.
His motions were great. His character build was
great. The animation's great with everything.
Looks beautiful. I'm very excited for, and this will hopefully then be the standard for animated movies going forward. Then.
Oh, we will see.
I hope so.
I hope this really elevates, or I think this will really elevate Illumination, because whenever you talk about big animated studio companies, Illumination is kind of like the joke out there, with only having like minions, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they're the joke, but they're not the. But remember, Pixar and DreamWorks started small as well, and they had a couple of big IP, and then Pixar got scooped up, by Disney then, and then DreamWorks became part of, I forget who owns them now. Warner Brothers.
I don't know.
Wherever Shrek is on streaming, that's who owns them. Probably
Shrek's either who does Peacock?
Universal. Thank you.
Or
yes, Universal. You're right, because he's at Universal and stuff. Shrek, the Shrek character and stuff. Yes. So, maybe Illumination. I mean, hell, maybe Nintendo buys Illumination, and we start getting all these Nintendo movies.
Illuminate what? No, I don't think they're going to go for as a partnership. But I do think they're already planning to go much more beyond this because of what we're seeing.
You think Illumination will stay independent if this movie's big enough?
It's not Nintendo who's going to buy them.
Okay. But you think they could be bought by? Yeah, I mean, that's true because but Nintendo has enough IPs that they could purchase an animated studio and create this massive catalog. Metroid, Legend of Zelda, more Mario side stories, frickin' Kirby. Yes, thank you. I mean, think about
Donkey Kong. I mean, we already know we're getting Donkey Kong somewhere in this, so that's probably going to be a world because he was cast.
Sure.
And so I would love a Donkey Kong movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, think of all the IPs. Star Fox.
That would be a fantastic one.
Like, man.
Talk about blowing Lightyear out of the water.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. I haven't even watched that movie just because I've heard so many bad things.
I don't think it's as bad as people would say.
Okay.
I personally enjoyed it. But that's a side tangent.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's not a bad. So, Nintendo, it's a way for Nintendo to get their product out to the masses since they keep their games native to their consoles. I mean, Nintendo and PlayStation both put games out that end up on other consoles or systems. Nintendo does not. This would be the way. If this movie does $1 billion, come on. You don't think Nintendo's like, Maybe we should offer these guys some money and just make the Nintendoverse.
Oh, they absolutely want to do it. You know.
Yeah. Now you're right. If they want to do it on as ownership or just partnership, that's a question. But if Nintendo doesn't buy them, someone will. Someone will. And that could then affect movie. I mean, we we know what happens when a property is bought out or a studio is bought out by another studio. It goes one of two ways. It goes really well or really shitty. And you don't really have those in between situations. So far with Fox, I guess, to me, with Fox, I guess we can't. Maybe they are. Yeah, that's that. That's like the only one I can think of that doesn't, we don't know yet with Disney and Fox. I mean, do you have thoughts on Disney and Fox?
We haven't really. I don't think there's been enough time to really let things really
Okay, so we can't even make a decision on them, so we can't even count them. But even
yeah, I think there's early things that we're starting to see, but there's not enough to where you could say if it's been a good deal.
Prey, Prey.
You're not going to be.
Prey's the first one, probably, right? Prey was one of the first ones, correct?
I guess. I mean, I don't know how long in development Prey's been because you have to.
Oh, good point.
A lot of these movies were probably in production then, and we don't know fully exactly what they're doing with it.
That's something we should definitely look into. Is what
Plus, we have to look into these past contract things that still need to get fully expired too before they could touch certain IPs. Biggest one being X-Men. Rumor is Marvel's not allowed to do their own version of X-Men until 2025.
Sure. So okay. So yeah. So Nintendo, go ahead and buy Illumination if this movie does well, please. We want a Nintendoverse, is what I'm saying.
So I just feel like that's a bit reaching, though. Like, one great movie, and then Nintendo's going to be like, all right, we're fully committing to this right away. I feel like they need at least a couple before heavily considering it being great, Or like having 2 Mario movies and or having a spin-off. Like trying another franchise.
Yeah. That's a good point. Well, yeah, and like you said, we're probably gonna see a Donkey Kong movie because we're gonna
I mean, honestly, if this movie's gonna set up anything beyond a sequel, it would be Donkey Kong. Like, if this movie's gonna get spin-offs, it'd be Donkey Kong. Maybe Luigi's Mansion, but I see Donkey Kong being the bigger one.
Yeah. Who's a bigger character, though? Who's a more well-known character globally?
Luigi.
I'd agree. So, why not do a Luigi movie first? You're saying don't blow your load that early and do the movie that won't be as popular? Because a Luigi's Mansion movie will make a ton of money.
I think Donkey Kong would be the better idea for trying to expand into a Nintendoverse before
expanding on Mario.
Before going full beyond Mario universe. Say before they touch a Zelda or Star Fox or Kirby. Because you have to think, Donkey Kong's that IP of, it's in the universe, but also separate. Sometimes. They'll cross over a little bit. But they're separate. While still in the same universe.
Gotcha. Then where do you go from there, then? Because 2 movies, like you said, maybe it's not one movie, then is it 2 movies before the studio really gets the recognition? So what's the third? Then do you go back to Mario, or do you go then move on to Legend of Zelda, Kirby? I don't see how do you? All right, we're going now we have to figure out though if they do a Nintendoverse, what's the ultimate goal? Is it just a bunch of standalone franchises, or do they all connect somehow?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Is like what would be the thing to bring them all together if they were to be brought together?
I mean, I
the
guess you
thing
could do
here.
it like a meta thing where it's like they realize they're all video games. Like, is that?
I don't like that.
I don't like that
Dragon Quest
either.
did that, and I didn't like it.
So.
No, I kind of like. I like it whenever like everything knows it's fake and it's all together there. Like
Wreck-It
fuck,
Ralph.
what's that?
Like Wreck-It
Well,
Ralph.
But what's that live? The what's
Pixels?
fuck? What's it called? The everyone went to VR. Spielberg did an adaptation of it.
Oh, Ready Player One.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's something like that, I or Wreck-It Ralph was a good example too. Like that, I think was good. But if they're gonna have it set up to be this is its own universe and then go all meta later, I'm gonna hate it. And that's exactly how Dragon Quest did it. They did an animated movie on Netflix a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I started dabbling into that franchise a little bit, I never got into it too much. But whenever I started looking into that franchise and getting into it, I watched a movie, and it had you like full on into the universe for the first little bit of it, and then just like all of a sudden, like the main character, I don't remember what happened to him. Like he like died, I think, and then it was all of a sudden like, oh, he's brought back to life because of the player, and so there's a new hero or something like that. It was bizarre. I was like, what the hell? This is out of nowhere. It just felt completely out of place.
Well, our chat, James and Patrick, man. Well, this is James's. The ultimate goal is a Smash Brothers movie. So it's like a tournament of fighters. There you go. There it is. And it's a tournament.
I like a tournament
of fighters, and it's run by Ganondorf. He is
I don't like that.
You don't?
No.
All right, then who's it run by? Like, why do they come? Because I think of it like a Mortal Kombat tournament. Someone has to invite them. What, you want a new mystery character, and that's how they unveil a new Nintendo IP? It's run by Master Hand.
I'm trying to think. Like, Smash Bros. They've had unique villains, but
I know.
There's nothing really like.
That's what I'm saying. So
everything's behind it all.
That's what I'm saying. But you have to make a movie. So they're not just going to show up and fight each other for the fun of it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Everybody would have to send out, or
there has to be some sort of invitation or reason.
We don't know,
like someone who's pulling all the strings, like Thanos-ish,
But you should think is like I think Ganondorf being that guy, like he's gonna want to go for that invitation, like he's gonna.
You're right. That's okay. And Bowser's gonna want to do the same thing. Yeah. Smash has invitations, says Patrick. Okay, yes, but post-credit scenes that was child all along, like the original game. No, I don't like the villain is Sakura.
I mean, that would be a better way to do the metaverse. Not sure I quite like that. That is the better way.
It was a child all along, like the original game. Dun, dun, dun. Smash has invitations. The villain has Masahiro Sakurai.
Masahiro Sakurai.
Masahiro. He's the ultimate villain. Damn him. I mean, who would? Is there a Nintendo character who is basically out for world domination, but like is like does it behind? You know what I mean? Like behind the scenes, or man, there's not though. Maybe who's the Kirby villain? He's out in the open doing shit.
King DDD.
Yeah, King DDD is always.
Meta Knight.
Yeah,
I think Kirby would make a fantastic movie.
I agreed. That would be a fun one. I mean, there's so many. King Croc from Donkey Kong, right? And that the guy's name. Who's
King K. Rool?
King K. Rool. That's right.
He's one of my favorite characters in Smash Bros.
Yeah, he's he would No, I don't see him being a very strong overall villain.
But here's the thing, though: is the problem with this is you're having all the arc main enemies that you're gonna have as the introducing villain isn't gonna be the person that's
Absolutely, you're right. You're right. So then, I got it. It's Mike Tyson from Punch Out.
What? Jesus. I was just trying to think, like, is there any sort of threat that we saw in, like, Mario Galaxy that wasn't Bowser? Because I only remember Bowser being the bad in that
No,
one.
it was the that's a good point. That's like a celestial being kind of thing. Yeah. Let me look that up.
But I just remember fighting Bowser stuff in those games. I don't like. There's other bosses, but those were either like enemies of that world or Bowser stuff. I remember fighting. There you go. Just this. It'll be. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna team up with you, Ubisoft, and bring in Rabbids, and they're just gonna adapt the Sparks of Hope plotline.
I mean, it could be Cosmic Mario. All along, it was Cosmic Mario. Evil Cosmic Mario.
But Mario Galaxy would be cool for like a second or third movie.
Yeah, where he goes to all the different worlds in Galaxy. Yeah.
But I think it would also be a good potential before they do Galaxy is a movie take on Sunshine.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
From what I remember, Sunshine, you're having all this like weird black goop everywhere, and you can go explore different areas. And that'd be a great way to still expand that Mario world before going intergalactic with everything. You know, having a whole galaxy as Mario would explore in an airship. But being able to explore what was that place in Sunshine? The Isle Delfino or something like that, I think it's called. Okay, let me look it up. But there's that main place that Mario goes there. Mario Sunshine Isle Delfino. That's what I was thinking of. And so, with how unique that plot line is, that could be a cool like sequel movie. Then trying to recreate similar things as than just going around or doing like whatever star plot line there is. Or they could also try to build into the lore. Mario Odyssey had the moons that Mario went around and collected, so there could be some sort of thing of collecting moons instead of stars for some reason. Well, we also don't know the extent to where these stars would be playing into effect overall of the universe too. It'll be interesting to see how it's all used and how much all this Mario lore is going to be mashed together and bring in what I hope is a really fun experience. Because there's absolutely other like ways, like even just beyond the regular Mario stuff, that they could be brought in. You know, every single Mario game has brought in something new that they could very easily base at least a segment of a movie off of with all the different worlds that they've done. Granted, there's also a lot they could mishmash together, like having all the ice worlds sort of like mishmashed into one thing. So to see penguins in almost all those, if not all of them, in the games. Yep. You'd see like one definitive look at that world.
Yeah, I think also you brought up a good point earlier with airships.
Absolutely. Well, I think airships would be a cool thing too. Is like if you decide to get a little crazier with your sequel, take these elements you're seeing from more modern games, like the airships, and introduce some other power-ups, while also having the Sunshine plot of some sort of evil goo. And so maybe you actually see Mario and Bowser team up in this one by the end. like through the first half, they might be fighting each other. I remember in Mario Sunshine, you fight Bowser Jr. for a bit. Oh, you know what you have to do for a second one? No, I lied. Sunshine's like a third or fourth if you ever do it. All right, you got to bring in the Koopalings for the second one.
Oh, the yeah, the Koopa kids, yeah, that's true.
You got to do all the Koopa kids, all right? Like, obviously, the first one is just going to be Bowser exploring parts of the world, all right? With the second one, you got to explore the world and bring in the Koopalings. I can't believe I just thought of that. Like, and I was here talking about freaking Sunshine, like the most weird Mario game there is.
Yeah, I mean the Koopalings are introduced in 3, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So maybe we will even get hints of this one then, if they're taking elements from 3. So maybe we will get to see him. Maybe we could get a Sunshine Stick. Who knows?
Yeah, if they're starting, it looks like they're starting at 3 and going up to like 64 from everything we've seen so far.
Wait, or were they in World? It may have been World that they were in, actually. Because, I mean, I know they were in World. I don't remember.
The first Super Nintendo one? I thought they were in 3.
Let's look this up.
In the airships.
You could be right.
I think that's where you fought them, was in the airships. In 3.
Oh, you're right. It does look okay. They were in 3 first. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, of course I'm right. I'm way older than you. I've been playing Mario since before you were born. Of course, I haven't played Mario since when you were born. No, I'm just kidding.
But they didn't really have like personalities of their own until the Wii version, and that's what they'd be based off of a lot.
True. Like they were in the cartoons and stuff. They were in the.
They didn't have as much as a personality, being as differentiated as they were until.
That's true. They were all very similar to each other. Absolutely.
They're all very
absolutely.
And then you look at this picture of them, you can see 7 very clearly different ones, plus 8 if you're to include Bowser Jr. I think having all these is like Bowser's gone for a vacation, trying to find something else.
So,
you know what? Here's what you do. All right, you have this basic. Okay. I'm going to pitch you a trilogy here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. A trilogy. Okay.
I'm pitching you a trilogy here.
The Mario trilogy. Right? So Mario Brothers trilogy. Okay.
Yes. All right. So this first movie here, you're having your classic standard Mario adventure. He's going off for these stars, and it's your classic Mario vs. Bowser movie. All right. What you'd expect is a good introduction, world building Mario movie.
Mm-hmm.
Second movie. Bowser goes away. You don't know why. And it's going to be focused against Mario, against all the Koopalings, and the Koopalings are trying to figure out who's the best Koopaling to take over while Bowser's gone. And while they're doing this, you get to explore other parts of the Mario world that you weren't able to do in the first movie.
Okay.
At the end, like post-credit scene, you find out Bowser was gone in space.
Oh, so like Nick Fury. Great. Okay.
Galaxy for your third movie.
Okay.
Going intergalactic, bringing back Bowser in a bigger force.
Okay.
And that's when you'd have Luma's, Rosalina, and have all that stuff.
Yep. Okay.
You're bringing all the galaxy stuff for like a bigger finale.
Okay.
Because I think all those would still all feel like Mario in their own ways.
Any kind of shows, spin-off shows?
Show spin-offs? Oh, it's kind of hard to say for show spin-offs. But like maybe, obviously movie-wise,
Mario Kart for a Luigi's show? Patrick seems to think a Mario Kart spin-off show.
That could be interesting.
I think, like the circuit,
here's what we gotta ask ourselves. Here's what we gotta ask ourselves, all right? The 2 big Mario spin-offs, I think of whenever we're saying spin-offs here. There's Luigi's Mansion. Work better as a movie or a show?
That would be more a better, I think, show. Where he goes to different haunted mansions every episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I agree with that. Because I don't feel like a standard episode would be enough time for him to go through a whole mansion.
But then you make it... No. Don't make it a... No. You're thinking of those, like... You don't have to make it a one... Don't make it one episode arcs, though.
So like a season per mystery, like a mystery season per house sort of show.
like 8 episodes Yeah.
That could work.
Because a movie, I don't think would be enough time.
I don't think you could though. You know, I think that'd be a good moneymaker for Halloween in October. But
Yes,
yeah,
but
I mean,
think
I
about that. October, it's getting colder out. People are more at home. Make a show that's streaming and you can binge.
Or make more money by putting it in the theater that
And
people would
everyone-
absolutely go out for.
Would they though? I don't know. In this day and age now, they would.
It could. I mean, honestly,
A Mario, okay. A Mario labeled movie, absolutely. A Luigi labeled movie by itself, no.
it have to be like after the second movie, Mario movie.
Yeah,
Luigi would have to gain a following from the Mario movie.
absolutely, yes. Otherwise, a show. And Patrick,
That could work as a show.
Patrick says, yeah. First, I would say I like a Ghost of the Week, King Boo in the season finale, like Scooby Doo, where they solve a mystery. I don't think
I like this idea. That
like
goes.
Yeah, I like the ghost hunting idea.
Mhm.
But I think you need more than one episode per ghost.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you're gonna the whole thing with Luigi's Mansion is, I mean, it's core like I guess a standard video game formula. You know, having the base ghosts pop up all around, and then having more and more introduced.
Yeah.
And so it'd be a great way to like have like a new ghost introduced every episode or two while unraveling this big mystery. I think would be pretty cool. Actually, you know, you're selling me on this TV show idea more with it.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I think that could be a really cool TV show, although I don't know or how they do a movie as well. Like I think it would work great both ways, depending on whichever way they do it. Would be Donkey Kong.
A movie? Yeah,
However-
absolutely. I mean, a Donkey Kong movie could be an adventure through the jungle of looking for a lost temple or something.
Absolutely, but I think that would also work great as a show too if they just want to do a show of
Just the
having
different
to-
adventures him and Diddy go on.
I mean, just having this one overall arc adventure and then having each place be its own episode.
Okay.
Too could work.
But what kind
Oh,
of
yeah, that's
adventure? Because it works as a
Adventure?
video game.
Yes. Yeah, you have to get his bananas back. You know, King K. Rool stealing his bananas. No, I think it works great both ways though.
I think that works better as a movie then.
Probably it could. Maybe.
If you want to do, because I mean, you could do what? Didn't get Grandpa kidnapped?
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong kidnapped.
Well, the whole reason in the games, at least, why Donkey Kong went nuts is because they stole all his bananas.
I know, I know that, but come on. Then you're gonna make it a kids show. So
the other thing is that they could do
okay
is have Cranky Kong and what's that? What's the Dixie Kong kidnapped?
Okay.
So that way you have
Oh,
both
Diddy
Donkey
and
Kong
yeah.
and Diddy Kong together there.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is the thing. Like, if you're doing that, they're going to be their own duo when they're way there. And have King K. Rool be the big bad because King K. Rool's awesome.
Yes, Patrick says like Clone Wars with a 3 or 4 episode arc for the Luigi's Mansion. Yes, and the post credit scene is just the Banjo-Kazooie Smash reveal trailer. Jesus Christ, Patrick! If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, don't mind Ganon136. He's when I say Patrick, that's who I'm talking about. If you ever see him on a chat on YouTube, run!
You just don't mind him. You just
Don't
like, okay,
engage.
go on.
Stay
Don't
very,
engage.
very still, like if there was a T-Rex around. But Patrick wants to know who you would cast as Rosalina and Daisy.
Rosalina and Daisy. Well, you know what? I'm not good at castings. I'm going to be honest. I'm not that great with actors.
Well, you don't know names, yeah. So this is, and I'm not that good with like who I would cast because you don't hear their voices really that much. So it's like
That is true.
Like, how do you cast an animated? You cast anybody. Like, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Mila Kunis and Scarlett Johansson. There, done. Like,
Here's the thing. If they get Chris Pratt to work as Mario, they could get whoever the fuck
that's what
they
I'm
want
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I just threw two names out there. Because Mila Kunis and Scarlett Johansson, sure. Kim Basinger and Cindy Crawford. Like, Dame Judi Dench and Emma Roberts. Like, and Spencer's like, who are these people he's talking about?
Damn me, he read my mind.
Okay, people watching on the replay or watching right now will know who they are. Judi Dench is who plays M in the James Bond Pierce Brosnan movies.
I haven't seen those.
What? All right, add all of those to your list.
I plan on going through all the James Bond movies.
Add all the James Bond movies to your list. Damn it.
I've only seen the Daniel Craig ones.
Oh my God, travesty. Granted, he is my third or fourth maybe even third favorite Bond. But let's get back. Let's finish up Mario talk and Nintendo talk. Do we have anything else we want to talk about Nintendo wise, movie wise?
Nintendo wise, I just hope this does well, so we could just get other IPs beyond a Mario potential trilogy and Donkey and two big spin-offs.
Yeah.
I don't like as big as Mario Kart is. I see that being hard to do as a good show or movie or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially Patrick, fuck off. He sent me an Amazon link for fucking James Bond collection.
No. Focus. It's a Mario. Focus.
And so I just don't see like a Mario Kart movie working that well, or a show working that well.
Okay.
And I think a big part of that, I mean, maybe they could get it to work, but like I feel like there's like animated wise, there might be like a, and by the time they get around to this, maybe it'd be recovered a bit. But like I feel like it'd be hard to try to recreate kind of like what the first Cars did in a way.
Oh,
and I feel like there's a big burnout from Cars for trying to do all sorts of like animated racing stuff.
So, as a fan of Wacky Races from back in the day, I don't know if you've ever seen that cartoon.
I know of it. Hanna-Barbera.
I think you could do that kind of show where it's doesn't take itself very seriously. One.
True. Good.
Two, though, also I feel like you could also do it as a special, so like a streaming only special. You know, where
I think it would work as a special, going through like a one single Grand Prix and it's like a hour, like what Marvel's doing for Werewolf by Night tomorrow.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Something like that, I think could work well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea as a special.
Yeah, I think it would work more as a special rather than anything else. But I think there's lots of ideas for spin-offs and shows that Illumination could take off with and that's back to my come on Nintendo.
Actually, I just thought of something else.
Okay.
How long, or a question I should say, and then I'll get to the idea. First off, how long is it going to be until Nintendo decides they want to go with other IPs than just Mario? How many so like?
Oh, you mean when are we going to get the next original Nintendo IP?
When are we getting the next? When are we getting our first non-Mario movie? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, movie. Well, this is coming in April. So I'd say 2025, 26.
So I'm saying how long? How to what point are they going to say, okay, we're going to do other IPs on films?
Oh,
like
yeah.
getting a Zelda or a Kirby.
Oh, I think by next year we'll know that based on the success or failure of the film. I think we will know that next year by like
The
Comic-Con.
next thing is if they wanted to pump these out quicker, what if what if they just work with Illumination, say, for only theatrical stuff or only one franchise, and what if they try to
Get another
work with
studio
other
for...
companies and get other studios involved for other stuff?
I like that
let's say they
idea.
got
I really do.
What if they got involved with like Netflix, like Sega's doing, to do, say, like a Zelda show or Amazon or somewhere?
Yeah, I don't think they'd go Netflix because of the Sega deal, right? Well, they've already got Castlevania on, but that's a third
I was
party.
just saying Netflix as an example. Like I think Netflix is a bigger
I
chance.
think Amazon, I think, is a great idea.
I was about to say Amazon and Netflix
would be,
I think, are the big two where it's the most likely. No way in hell.
It wouldn't be Hulu, because
No.
of Disney.
I was about to say, no way in hell they're making a deal with Disney, though.
No, not at all.
Two top dogs of their own industries of being the most.
No way, and especially because of part of it's the parks. The park side of it. They don't want to work with a park competitor. I mean, I guess they work with Universal with Hulk, but
you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right about that.
That's what Disney makes the most money, is the parks.
But I think the whole thing is that they're both greedy. All right.
Yeah, this is true. Nintendo especially. Oh my god!
It's not like any of the other companies are where they're both like, all right, yeah, like we heard like what the whole deal with Sony. No, we were talking about like we could have never gotten No Way Home because of how that deal fell through.
That's true.
Supposedly, Disney was trying to take too much of their money, and then finally Sony was like, okay, fine, we'll go ahead and do this anyway. Or they renegotiate or something. I don't know exactly all the details of what
that's yeah, but you're using it as an example. I understand.
Right.
I think Amazon's, though, that same kind of company, though. So what, do they go with someone like... Well, doesn't Nintendo... Wait. Doesn't Nintendo have partnerships with Universal? Aren't there Nintendo characters at Universal Parks?
They only have a Mario Land at Universal Parks, and that is soon expanding here. I believe next year for California and 2024 for Orlando.
Who's
or
putting
24
out,
and 25, I don't remember.
Who's publishing the movie? Is it straight Nintendo? Or is it going into someone like Universal?
Let's look at this. The other thing I was going to say is right now in Japan,
Peacock,
they are busy working on... I mean, they could just share it on Universal deal. I was just saying other things because of them trying to potentially get out more content faster.
You do a Universal deal just to distribute, though. Who's distribute? It's coming from Universal. Yep. That's what it's Universal. Yep. Illumination. So Illumination is Universal's. Oh, no, Illumination is partnered with Universal, so that's why it's going Universal. So that means after So are we gonna? So after, like, maybe, who knows? Depending on how well the movie does, eventually it'll end up on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the platform then. So if Illuminate, okay, so then Peacock, there we go, which would boost Peacock.
I was about to say that'd make if Mario stuff
make a lot of sense.
Peacock during those months. The only time I ever got Peacock is I don't care for really anything on there.
Mm-hmm.
Was to watch Halloween Kills last year.
Okay, I mean I have it for free.
I regret spending that money on Halloween Kills back then because that movie was the worst year I saw last year. My God, that was an awful movie. But anyway, side tangent there of how much I don't care for Peacock, but that just goes to show. I'd give Peacock its money just for Mario stuff.
So I like Peacock. I have it for free though because I have Xfinity for internet. So you get Peacock for free. Yeah. So that's the nice thing. So I would get it. So I would love to see shows on Peacock for Nintendo, and then put the old school ones on there as well.
Absolutely.
So that would be, man. Well, look, we're planning Nintendo's future for them.
We already
call
all pay
us.
for Nintendo.
Call
You know
us.
what?
We'll do
Just
lunch.
call us.
Our people call your people. Your people call our people. We'll do lunch. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Nintendo. Hey. Is that... That's what I imagine Chris Pratt's going to be like now, because it's going to be the modern Italian, you know. Hey, how you doing? It's going to be Joey Tribbiani from Friends. How you doing? I am a little worried about the voice still. I'm not going to lie. The next trailer will hopefully reveal a little more. We have till April when the movie comes out.
This is just a teaser trailer. We'll get in a full official trailer.
Yes.
And maybe even a second one, you know.
So
although after that first one, I might just not say anything else. We'll see.
Yeah, I think we've said enough about Nintendo. Let's end the Nintendo talk here. Are we going to do some gaming? What's your plans?
My plans is I want to check out Overwatch 2 because I finally got through a queue while we were talking.
Well, damn it! Why didn't you tell me to try and load that up? God damn it!
I didn't know you installed it, or did you?
Yeah, I told you remember I was installing it while we were playing Chivalry, remember?
No.
God damn it. I was like, remember I even said, "Oh, look, Overwatch is done."
Well, do you want to go do you want to go play Chivalry? We can go play Chivalry.
Ooh, yeah, we can play Chivalry. So, hold on, let me end this cuz I'll then, like, when I download it, I'll cut it, and then we'll have another one that'll be Chivalry, and I'll upload that to YouTube because that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try. So, let us know down in the comments what you think about the Mario trailer. I hope if you've lasted this long watching all hour and something of us rambling on about Nintendo and the Mario trailer. Thank you for checking us out. Make sure that you smash the like button and share and subscribe and all that stuff. I don't have the animation up. I'll do that another time. Who cares? Whatever. Thanks for... Thanks.
Wow, what an amazing outro.
I know. I mean, look, I'm at the point in doing this online streaming thing where if you don't like us, fuck off. So, thanks for hanging out. We're still hanging out on Twitch. We're gonna go play some Chivalry too, but this has been our analysis. Spencer and I have been hanging out, checking out we checked out the Nintendo Direct for the Super Mario Brothers teaser trailer. Very, very teasy trailer.
Oh man,
very teasy trailer.
Excited, I will say.
Yeah. Oh man. But catch you later.
Talk about most anticipated movies. Damn.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely up there, man.
Oh yeah. So, again, let us know down in the comments if you're excited for the Mario movie coming, was it April 7th, I believe is what it was. Yeah. And thanks for watching this on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.